What's up, guys? We're going to talk about buy boxes today and great strategy and what that means. Okay, so just for your information, most people can't sell Paw Patrol unless they get approved. I'm just letting you know. But I wanted to go ahead and show you the Paw Patrol here. So, buy box, that's what this means right here. So they can click add to cart, right? That's all that means is the buy box. And then you have these other sellers listed right here. So these are things to notice when you're looking at products. So you see here, Amazon is selling this. So Amazon is going to probably dominate the listing. You can check, and yes, Amazon has got at least 30 in stock, maybe more, and they are going to dominate this listing. There are some ways around it we will be putting into our advanced training, but just know that you're going to need to wait until Amazon goes out of stock. And you can look here at Keepa. We have some more information. Amazon was out of stock for a while, so it is possible that the price will bounce up. But even when Amazon was out of stock, it was still winning for, it was still selling for around the same price. And sometimes Amazon will share, and when they're low on stock, they'll share. So it's just kind of, you got to practice and buy more and more until you kind of get a system going. We have some of our products where we compete directly with Amazon. And again, like I said, we'll go into whole other strategies on it. But this is just simply what a buy box is, how you can check to see who's on it. So this one's Amazon, and then there's some other sellers here. Let's check another one, which Amazon is also selling, but you see here how there's no, it doesn't say Prime anymore. So you can click on new items. And what this means is the only Prime seller, which that means FBA, is Amazon. The only one who's using that. Everybody else is merchant fulfilled. And so that gives you an advantage. If everything is merchant fulfilled and nobody is doing it FBA, it can mean one of two things. It can mean you can't send it in because there's a hazmat issue or something like that. Or it can mean a great opportunity for you to be the only FBA person. Because let's just pretend that a whole bunch of people were selling it for between this $44 and $45. You possibly could be this $52 seller and win the buy box because you are FBA, and Amazon gives preference to FBA sellers. So that's what another buy box looks like. This one here, Amazon is not selling, but you can see there are two Prime sellers. So two FBA sellers right there at the top winning the buy box, and they're competing for the buy box is what they're doing. So let's talk to you a little bit about pricing strategies. I recommend matching the price. Don't lower the price. So see how this guy's at $277, this guy's at $278. So a lot of longtime sellers have repricers. And repricers, some of these repricers reprice as soon as a price moves. So what'll happen is if you start lowering your price, their repricer will keep matching you lower and lower and lower and lower until it hits their minimum. And then a lot of times by it hits their minimum, a lot of the profit is gone, depending on how they have set it up. So that's just something to keep in mind. My recommendation for pricing is always to match the buy box or higher. Never go lower. And that's for new people, that's for everybody. The only time I go lower than the current buy box is if I'm trying to clear those out. Like I've had them in there, they just never sold. I will go ahead and lower the buy box until I sell those things out. But a lot of times I'm selling those at a loss. So just to be clear, what I recommend is making sure you match or raise the buy box. Because the way a repricer works, so let's talk about this. This was an example in another group. So these two sellers, right? Look at, they have 623, 358. That's total ratings in 12 months. So they are selling some items because not everybody leaves feedback who comes to your store. So you could call them veteran sellers, and they were sharing the buy box at $119. Okay. So what that means is Amazon is going to give them the buy box probably about 50-50. Sometimes it'll be a little bit skewed to one person if they have a better feedback rating. So like this 99% might have been getting it a little bit more, but not enough that this guy was missing out on sales, a lot of sales. And then somebody came in just barely here and priced it at 117. So what's going to happen is these guys most likely have repricers, and their repricer is set at whatever minimum they decided. It could be all the way down to $100. When this new person set it at 117, then their repricers are going to start dropping, and they're going to match that 117, and they're going to keep going down until they hit that minimum if someone else is going down with them. Whereas if you share the buy box, so let's say this guy had priced at 119 as well, then all three would be getting sales on a daily basis, depending on the rank of the item, but all three would be getting sales. So that is just a quick thing about strategy. And then I wanted to show you one more thing. This is what's called a suppressed buy box. So you see how it says see all buying options rather than you can add it to cart here. Oh, and one thing to note is, see here, this is not sold by Amazon. Amazon's not on it, but see, it just has add to cart. So a lot of people, they go ahead and just add to cart, and they don't even research the seller or anything like that. So that's a good place to be. These are good products. There's a whole bunch of products Amazon's not on, and you can be on products with Amazon. You just have to kind of get some experience at it. And then over here, this is also a good place to be, because sometimes for whatever reason, there'll be someone will click over here, but for the most part, they click the buy box. Now, this one here has been suppressed. So what that means is Amazon has a certain price that an item needs to be at, or they'll suppress the buy box, because it's Amazon's way of kind of like saying, hey, sellers, you guys have your prices too high. So that's what a suppressed buy box means. So you come here, and some people do a ton of sales with suppressed buy boxes. Like they're just looking for suppressed buy boxes. And right now, these two guys are probably, so this is a good place to see here. These two guys are probably dominating the sales right here because they're prime. And let's take a look and see 126 sales in a month. And let's move this to a month. Or sorry, drops. So it's probably even better than that. And it's been selling for 132 and 119. So I mean, these guys are selling some serious stock. So there is money to be made in suppressed buy boxes. You don't have to be scared of them. There is, if there's enough of a demand, people will buy them. Okay, so that's what all the different buy boxes look like. So what I recommend is matching the price, not dropping the price, because some of these guys will take the price down past where you are profitable any longer. And it might take you a little longer to share out the buy box, but it will be better for everybody to have the buy box price steady. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.